It's Wednesday afternoon. All those cones are over a pipe that's heading that way. Got busy welding new cradles. And here comes a digger, or loader rather. Look, you'll see action at our boat. So some news there. Started sanding, but there was some big bits starting to fall off. Decision was made to strip it all off. We'll use oxalic acid to clean the brown stain off. The hull's just above the waterline under the bridge deck. Let's attack the yellow here before I get in the way of the worker. Pretty rapid result. Hopefully that looks better to you. It looks better to me. I have the bedding in the clean sack. We'll take the squabs covers off and we'll take everything home and stick it in the washing machine. Right, so those covers off. The one's there, this one around the back is fine, but the base, which is up on top, and everything's in the clean sack. It's Thursday evening, and look what I see out here. Spirit of New Zealand's obviously back in the water and motoring down the harbour. So she spent a fair bit of time up on the slipway. I've just been up at Dad's talking to the person who's going to come and do the gardening. I dropped off his 90th birthday present because he's going to be 90 in just over a week. We did have some rain earlier, but the sun's out and it's not too bad now, just a bit windy. I've taken home most of the stuff that's in the way, but under the boat. I started in here when it was raining this morning, so in the shelter in the rain, outside the hulls when it's not. Rather than backing down, I'm going to go down to the beach and turn as it's low tide. Typical spring day of sou'westers blowing in with the sun out most of the time, but the occasional skiff of shower. The gravel's built itself back up again since Cyclone Gabrielle. afternoon tea time, I think, and then unload stuff back into the garage workshop. Oh, I think we can say we've had a good grass strike where the septic tank was dug up. As a matter of fact, I think the very tall first mate needs to mow the lawn. We're still getting rain squalls coming across. One coming across by Portland at the moment. It's Saturday morning, All Blacks playing Namibia at the Rugby World Cup, and I expect a better result this time.
Makes a really good decision because he had a couple of loosies on that inside, keeps the ball in hand, and then decide to go wide. This is the ball here, and now off his right goes Bowden Barrett to Lester Whainganuku. This is where they were nice and patient, really quick ball. Bowden Barrett steps up to first receiver, and off to Dalta Papali'i. Nice and patient, Scott Barrett comes on. There it is, set up nicely. And Roy Gard does an outstanding job in beating a couple of defenders, and a nice pass. David
finding a space, initially looked to pass, they backed off, he put it on the boot, it sits up nicely, and Clark does a good job, patience to get it down.
Offload is one, here it is, nice and flat. Standing still really in and out. Nice and offload to the speedster Rico Ioane, and one to beat. No one else at the end of it. Now he goes. Comprehensive display from the All Blacks. Namibia, oh, they didn't give up, did they, right?
Well, it's turned into a beautiful Saturday. A few things to do around the house before I go to the boat this afternoon, so we'll go and have a look at the moss again. Well, we've certainly thinned it out with the use of that stiff bristle broom. I got carried away yesterday and started down here. Well, certainly not perfect, but improving. And that's as far as the hose would reach. Oh, the Admiral's been doing some planting. Beautiful day, as I said. We're at the boat, so that's as far as they got on what was left of Friday afternoon. Right, that'll be epoxy undercoat. That's the original blue anti-fouling that was on the boat when we got it. Then we were on black Micron for a while, grey tie coat some years ago, and then the current paint system black, and then red, and then black again last year. Well, the sheets have been washed, and now I need to tidy up all the stuff and then make the bed. Right, tidied away and ready to be made. Right, well, as I thought, we've been rowing a bit of a bare area there, so we might have to shift the wheels on the dinghy. Same up the top. Always leave the wheels down, I can't bother moving them up. We've only got 2 horse, so we're not going to plane anyway, but here we have, there's some bolts we can undo. Now there's the wheel at stow position, so no reason why we can't move it down a bit. Right, hex head on here and ratcheting spanner on there. That little job took an hour because the bolts were only just long enough to go through, but May not be pretty, but it's done. Oh, I think there's a slow leak in the high pressure floor for the dinghy, so for tomorrow we'll make up some soapy water, and there's also a bit of spray and walk away in there which will help clean things. So we're all prepared for tomorrow. We'll go up to Grandad's, see him for tea. There's a wee bit of gap in his caregivers too. It's Sunday morning, another beautiful day. Gale force westerlies down south and probably arrive up here later today. Misty's enjoying the sun on the deck. Good puppy. Okay. There's a big cat heading down harbour. Oh, that's a bit quieter and looking better. Oh, when CATMANTOO's back in the water, I can tidy up this area where the Range Rover was. Oh, I'm back at NORSAND. I've bought some catalysed inflatable repair kit because there's a slow leak in this floor. So we'll pull her out, check it, and give us a chance to clean the inside under the floor. Well, as it's been sitting in the sun, it's actually reasonably firm at the moment. I suppose we better check and see whether the valve's leaking first. No. Oh, a bit dirty from the Verticawa leaves. We'll pump this up and see if we can find a leak. Right, blown it back up. Might make a reasonable paddleboard. I haven't managed to locate a leak or bubbling. I've only had to pump it up 4 times last season, the floor only, so obviously not findable. And we'll fix these holes patch is cut out. I don't know if you can see it, but I've marked the circumference, so we now need to abrade it. Right, mixed up the two parts, apply to the patch. So it's touch dry, we'll get the hot air gun and heat the patch like they say. Well, it may not be pretty, but it's certainly stuck. We'll give the inside a wash, followed by the floor. Well, I think that's looking an awful lot cleaner. The dinghy can sit here for a while they carry on with the underside of the boat during the week and the weeks to come. It's a beautiful afternoon, very hot, faintest of breeze. Well, I bought the truck today so I can stand on the deck and put the scoop back on that ventilation hole. A bead of 291. Okay, it's there, and that's purposefully not aligned fore and aft. Trying to get a bit of differential airflow between the two of them. I was looking to see whether I need to replace this, which is a bit of ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, aka cutting board, but I think current arrangement's still working fine. While I'm up here, I'm just making sure the launching prod runs reasonably freely. Trouble is to get corrosion inside this aluminium tube. Although this is carbon, it's got a layer of epoxy over it, so it's just the salt on the aluminium. Well, last job is the leak in this window. I don't know if you can see it, there's a bit of a crack there and a little bit of a crack over here, so we'll deal to that. Right, we have dug it out and we'll now fill it back up. We'll see if that is successful. While I'm here, I might as well take this cover off. This is the one I use to cover loads on the truck, so it can go back in the truck. Right, foredeck clear. Now the spray and walk away, the one without the bleach, so I think it's sodium metabisulfate. Certainly got rid of the green. Boat's looking almost shiny. I don't know if you can hear that noise. That's the freshwater pump running in the starboard engine bay, because we're finally down to our last tank of water. So we're going to turn on the forward tank here, which is the one on the right. Alright, there we go, and turn off whichever tank is currently now empty on the port side, because this is the starboard side. Right, under the sink on the port side, so the centre tank is the one that's run out, so we'll turn that off. That was caught on a pot, and then we'll just draw water through the system.